Hi, and welcome to another Digital Photo Guru tutorial. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you learned something or enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. Feel free to leave comments.
Greetings. When I work on a landscape image, one of the first things I do after my preliminary edits is work on the sky. In the past, all we had was the linear gradient, but now we have the option to select the sky. If you hang around till the end of the lesson, I'll show you something very cool. So I'm going to start by selecting the sky, and the top of the sky is almost always darker than the bottom. So I'm going to intersect this with a linear gradient. And I'm going to drag the linear gradient down to about here. And now I can darken just the top of the sky. So in the tone panel, I lower the exposure, lower the highlights a little bit, and increase the whites, and add just a bit of clarity to the clouds. Okay, now it's time to work on the entire cloud bank. So again, I'm going to create a new mask, select the sky, but notice what's happened. Lightroom has selected some of the boats and the foliage and the buildings because they're similar in tonal range to the sky. But there's a fix for that. And you'll never believe what the fix is. So if I choose subtract and select sky, well, everything is selected that I didn't want selected. But I can fix that. All I do is select sky 2, right click, and choose invert. And now I've got a beautiful selection of the sky. And I can lower my exposure overall, tweak the highlights, add a bit of texture to the clouds. And I'm also going to add a bit of warmth by changing the temperature and moving it just to the right. Now it looks more like a sunset. So there you have it, making an accurate selection of the sky. And now here's the tip I told you about. By default, when you work in Lightroom, when you open a panel, it stays open. So if I work in a color mixer, after working in the basic and tone curve panels, they're all open. Now to me, it's a little hard to navigate all these panels. I prefer to work with one panel at a time. So if I right click and choose solo mode, now when I open a panel, that's the only panel that's open. And if for some reason I want more than one panel open at a time, all I have to do is press Option on a Mac or Alt on a Windows machine and click the panel that I want open, and I've got two panels open at the same time. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the lesson. If you learned something, please give it a thumbs up and leave comments if you have any questions. So take care. I'll see you on the next one.